Hi guys, it's Ben from T-Rex Space Station. How's everyone doing? This is Galaga playing on the Game Boy, and I've been really enjoying playing this over the last week or so. I think sometimes simple, quick and easy games are the best way to go on handhelds, because if I'm taking my GBA SP somewhere, it's often like when I'm on a commute or when I'm waiting for a train. And in those settings, you want a quick blast, and then if something happens, you want to basically just turn it off straight away. So I think arcade games like this work really well in that setting. And this is a really good version of Galaga, and it's got two games on one cart. It's got Galaxian as well. I was always a big fan of Galaxian back in the Atari 2600 days. One of my favourite games on the Atari 2600. Space Invaders rip-off in some ways, but to me the enhancements that they made over Space Invaders in terms of the flight patterns and things were just really cool and a lot more enjoyable. And Galaga takes that to a completely new level, and you can see that here. There's lots of variety in the ways that the ships move. Now, this ship here does that special attack, which, if you go in front of it, it basically sucks your ship up, which you'd think would be a bad thing, but it actually has an advantage to it. The advantage being that if you then destroy it, you get two ships at the bottom to fight with, which is really, really cool. And actually is more powerful, but I didn't go for that this time. Now, as you'll see, between the levels there are these challenging stages, and if you can kill all of these ships in a line, you get a bonus and a certain number of points, and indeed, it is a way of possibly getting yourself a 1-up if you're any good. Now, the really interesting thing about this, which I didn't realise until I just plugged it in now to play it on the Super Game Boy, is it's one of those games that's got custom borders and a custom colour palette. And actually, I think this looks really impressive. Way more impressive than it looks on the actual Game Boy. And this is a very, very cool feature that they added on the Super Game Boy. The fact that they can actually properly colorize certain games. I think there is a list that you can look at somewhere online to find all of the different games that this had done to them. But yeah, it's kind of nice actually just having a surprise. You put a game in and you don't know what's going to happen. Now, even the ones that don't have the proper colorized and customized borders and stuff, still a lot of them have sort of preset colour palettes that load up when you play them, so it does add that kind of variety. The games feel very different on here, but this is probably the best one I've ever played actually in terms of making the game look different and new. Those enemies there are, ooh, that was close, quite weird. They're like 3 scorpions that come down, and again you can get extra points if you kill all of them in a row before they leave. Not doing too badly. Just got to watch out for these levels where after they go up, 2 of them swoop down quickly to the middle, which can easily catch you out. Oh gosh, that was pretty close. The ones at the back take quite a lot more hits. A couple of hits, aren't they, to kill them? But I think the trick to this game is actually just spamming bullets as fast as you can. It makes you a lot safer. And remembering that some of them, after they go down to the bottom, loop around. That definitely can catch you out. Should we do this? Just so I can show you what it looks like. There you go, you get fighter captured, and he takes it off to the top. I thought you lost, yeah you do, you lose a life, but then you can win it back, and you end up with a really cool double attack. Which is, I just really like that. I mean, I'm not sure if it is the best thing to do because you sacrifice a life to get it, but if you're a really good player and you know that you're going to be able to get more lives later, oh, like I just did. There we go. That was almost perfect timing of that commentary. So this must be the way to get a perfect score in the challenging state, because it makes it a hell of a lot easier to hit everything. I still missed quite a lot of them. I think probably this is actually the way to go. Makes it a lot easier. Well, of course it does. I've got double the firepower. I guess the thing I would say about this game is that the well, it's faithful to the actual original, but the music is very basic, isn't it? You get these little ditties in between the levels, but why couldn't we have actual tunes on each of the stages? That would, you know, that would make it fit in more with some of the other shmups. Because there is some very good music on the Game Boy. But I guess they didn't go for that here. Ah, it's another one of those... Certain enemies seem to fly in packs of 3. I don't know if you can complete this game. I've absolutely no idea. I have a feeling, like a lot of arcade games, it just goes on forever, but I couldn't possibly say. I've got pretty far in, though. I got up to, like, level 20-something. I don't know, I just find it a really relaxing, mesmerising game to play. It's just... It's predictable and simple enough, but also challenging enough that I just find it very relaxing. Yeah, that's it. These ones loop around after they've gone off the bottom, which is very easy to get caught out by. But yeah, that border looks pretty much just like the arcade cab looks. And I know that because I've played the arcade cab a couple of times at Play Expo. So an arcade cab I always really like. I think certain games just, no matter when you see them, you want to play them because they remind you of a certain time. And oh, I've taken a hit. That's my first hit. It's okay, I've still got a ship left. It was a shame that I took that hit before the challenging stage. But this is definitely utilising many more colours than you would normally see. Yeah, it really does enhance the game quite a lot, and the colours are changing between the stages and stuff, which just doesn't happen even when you're playing a Game Boy game on the Super Nintendo, where it colorises it a bit. It colorises it in such a way that it's a set palette. So this is, I don't know how they programmed this. It's fantastic. I'm going to have to look up that online and just see what tricks did they use to program extra things into the games. I think that the Donkey Kong Game Boy game had something similar to that, but I will have to have a look somewhere. I'm sure there's a list of all the colorized games, maybe on Wikipedia or something. It's fantastic though, because it must have given people a big incentive to buy a Super Game Boy back in the day, because they could fully enhance what they were playing, and I've just missed the chance to double up my ships. It seems like a good business idea to me, because of course if you had this device back in the day, you'd then want to buy all the games that could utilise it. Not that I know how many that is, but yeah. I'm on a roll here. I just love that sound that they make when they swoop down. Oh, I got stuck in the corner when they swoop down. Shall we try and get captured? Oh no, we came back too slowly. I still see... Oh, I thought I was going to still be on 2 lives then. Oh, they are getting really fast now, actually. This is getting... Flip. I want that. Oh, no, I don't want that, actually. Because I don't have enough lives. This is going rapidly downhill. The skill requirement seems to really ramp. Oh god, the speed of those is outrageous. Anyway, I think you'll agree this is a really good port of Galaga. Very playable, very enjoyable, and one that I'm quite addicted to. So my accuracy rate was 45.3%. That's not terrible. Take care guys, and I'll speak to you all soon. Bye.